just in your opinion or your perspective, why do you feel millennials don't vote? Why do you think it's such a gap with us?
You know, it's hard to say, honestly. I think I have a younger brother who falls in that category, and when I talk to him about, you know, certain things, issues of the day, so to speak, you know, his perspective is, how is one vote really going to impact that issue? It seems so big. It seems so bigger than me. And my response to him is, it only takes one person to start the movement to let other people understand how it does impact you.
Now, I don't think it's a matter of interest, because I think we are interested in how our government is shaped and how our city is shaped. But I think it's a matter of maybe complacency and realizing, hey, this is not on me right now. I'm good. I'm doing what I do, and I'm comfortable, or I'm living the life. I've got a decent quality of life. But what they don't realize is that the people who are serving in government and serving us in judgeships and as the DA and various offices, council people, commissioners, they help shape the quality of life right now and for our future. And so we've got to stay engaged. We've got to not only vote, but listen to what these persons and candidates for office are saying, helping them shape their platform, because they govern for us, but it's governed by the people. It's governed for and by the people. And so we have to become engaged, not only as they run for office, but if they're elected, we have to stay engaged.
We really don't see the importance of voting. We so much as a young person, your voice seems to be, your voice is not heard as often. So you feel, okay, man, voting, what's that gonna do? And it's like, I think it's really miseducation. And if your parents don't vote, if your people in your family aren't voting, then unfortunately you won't vote as well, because you don't see the importance. They're not doing it, so why should I do it?
Primarily, you deal with issues of trust. People just don't trust the political process like they used to.
And I think the millennials do feel like they're removed from a lot of the issues of the day.
I think it's a matter of complacency and not just realizing the importance of our stake and our word that has in terms of how our government is actually, how it functions. So I wouldn't want to, cast blame, but I think it's just a matter of, we got to realize how important and how much investment we have and how much say-so we have in the real world in Memphis, Tennessee.
The whole cool factor, right? Like Lupe Fiasco talks about, the cool, if you will, became the impetus for people to be involved. Well, after seeing that the political trajectory is what one writer calls a long obedience in the same direction. When people are accustomed to trying to make things happen instantaneously, then after a while you say, well, I did this, but it didn't work. I voted, it didn't work. I marched, it didn't work. And that's because I don't think we always are able to see the broader scope of what is taking place and what's happening.
There is an attention gap. I think that's just not where your attention is. That's just my opinion.
There's also a level of ignorance. We just don't know. We don't know the intricate nature of the way our societies are set up. We don't know some of the links and the connections between what goes on in City Hall and what goes on in the back alleys in our neighborhood.
I think that's a beautiful perspective and spot on, and I really appreciate you coming by and letting us know. We at Why Vote Memphis, we know that we have our work cut out for you, for us, and just for the reason that you just said. There's a distrust and a lack of knowledge. People our generation is generally just ignorant on the process and how to go about it, how to get involved. So you're pushing us and motivating us even more to get out there and close the gap of knowledge at least.